In today's ecological society, it is understood that larger predators play a vital role in the function of an ecosystem by altering several levels of the trophic hierarchy. This paper particularly focuses on Australia's largest existing predator, the dingo. While the Canis lupus dingo is not native to this land, it now plays a significant role in our ecosystems and assists in their stability. Accumulating evidence has caused reason to believe it does so by suppressing introduced mesopredators such as the Vulpes vulpes and Felis catus, species associated with the declining number of our native mammals. However, the studies that have been conducted to support this theory occurred in the southern and central parts of Australia, where both foxes and cats are present. This paper aimed to explore the interaction solely between dingoes and cats, and thus took place in the Northern Territory, where foxes are thought to be absent. This study asked whether or not dingo activity is correlated with cat activity. To attain an answer, they used passive activity plots. Over a period of 2 years, 10 transects that ran along a dirt track separated by at least 10 kilometres were set up at various sites in central Kimberley in the top end of the Northern Territory. At 1 kilometre intervals, sand plots of 3 by 1.5 metres were set, which saw 30 to 50 plots each transect. Each morning, the plots were checked for dingo and cat tracks, results were recorded, followed by the resetting of the plots. To determine whether or not a correlation between cat and dingoes was due to behavioural suppression, their activity was recorded 2 to 4 weeks after dingo populations were reduced through the use of baiting. At the end of the study, recordings from across 341 plots were collected. When the grand means of these were calculated, it was seen that cat activity was low, while dingo activity was approximately 7 times higher. These results were used to produce mixed models which highlighted a negative correlation between the two. When the results from the baiting experiment were analysed, it saw a 55% decline in dingo populations at these sites, yet no corresponding change in cat activity. So with these results, it can be concluded that there is a negative correlation between dingo and cat activity in Northern Australia. In this study, areas of low dingo density saw cat activity being greater. However, there are numerous possible reasons that are the cause for this pattern. Different habitat use by the two species, direct population level suppression, or behavioural suppression. The results that showed no correlating increase in cat activity after the dingoes had been baited suggest that it was not primarily behavioural suppression. If behavioural suppression does occur, it either requires extremely low densities of dingoes or it takes longer than 2 to 4 weeks for cat behaviour to adjust. Another possibility is that population level suppression occurs with extreme systemic behavioural suppression, where a cat's ability to find resources is limited. And so, this study tentatively concluded that Northern Australia, the relationship between the apex predator, dingoes, and mesopredators, cats, is driven by a differential habitat use and or a degree of population level suppression. These results are consistent with growing literature. However, more work is required to examine the occurrence and nature of such oppression to come up with a more conclusive result. The nature and mechanisms of dingo-cat interactions needs to be studied further to ensure Australia doesn't see the permanent loss of our iconic mammals. Thank you.